Yeah, welcome, Jake. You've been here for a couple of weeks now. How you like it so far?
Oh yeah, I like it a lot. My family and I have made the transition very, very easy here. We're very comfortable. The town's very nice, and I'm getting along really well with all the guys on the team. So it's been very easy, and we're very excited for this season to get going.
The preseason got underway last week. Your thoughts on that? You at least scored a goal.
Yeah, that was a good game to get the preseason started there against Hermes, and I think the team played very well, and obviously in a 7-3 game, it's very fun to play in a game like that. But in the preseason tournament there on just last Friday, that was very exciting as well. I haven't played in anything like that since I played in roller hockey when I was 9 and 10 years old. But the atmosphere was great, and it was obviously great to make it to the finals. It would have been great if we could have pulled out the victory there, but we didn't, and that's okay. And I think we took a big step in those 4 games there on Friday.
Did you run a little out of steam on the last game?
Man, yeah, I guess you say yeah, but I don't think it's an excuse. I think the other team played just the same amount of games, and I think they were just a step faster than we were, and they had that one goal, and unfortunately we weren't able to get one as well.
Okay, you hail from California. How did you first start playing? Because back then when you started, it probably wasn't a hotbed for hockey like nowadays.
Yeah, no, I was born in Arizona, and then right away we moved up to Canada. And my younger sister was born just 11 months later, and so I lived in Canada for 5 years. My mom's Canadian, my 2 brothers, or my 2 sisters, and my oldest brother are all Canadian. So I guess you could say that's kind of how we got started. Is being Canadian, we started out in roller hockey, because in the the 80s, the 90s, and even now, still roller hockey is still very big in California. So we started out then, and then just made the transition over to ice hockey when I was 10 years old. And yeah, it wasn't very big then, but with the Anaheim Ducks there, and the Los Angeles Kings, and with how well they're doing now, it's only helped the hockey community there in California. So yeah, it was hard. Took a lot of dedication to play ice hockey in California. The travel was pretty crazy, traveling from where I'm from all the way up to Los Angeles, which is 3 hours there and 3 hours home. It wasn't easy, but it's what had to be done, and I'm thankful for that. So
Yeah, it's getting pretty exciting in hockey in California because there's like 5 AHL teams coming and all the outdoor games and Stanley Cups.
yeah.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably the cause of San Jose Sharks and the Anaheim Ducks coming to California.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously last season they had that outdoor game with LA and San Jose, and I think, or maybe it was the year before, it was Anaheim and Los Angeles. So and it's just crazy to think, because you don't have that type of weather out there in California to where you would think you could play an outdoor game, but they made it work, and I think that's just great definitely for the players on the teams, and even better, I think, for the fans. And yeah, it's, all those American League teams. Where, I played in the East Coast Hockey League there in Ontario, where now Los Angeles affiliate is, and it's a great place to play. And I was down in San Diego just a few weeks ago for UFC fights, but it was at the arena where the Goals will play, and it's just it's a great place to be, and it's awesome to have such well-known hockey there in California.
You played in Italy last season. How was it? You racked up some nice points there.
Yeah. It was definitely a great experience. The team started off very well, and then through injuries and things like that, we kind of just evened out. We weren't doing as well, but it was a great experience. I was fortunate enough to have a really good summer going into last season, and was like I said, fortunate enough to put up the kind of points I did. And obviously that's fun and exciting. But we lost in the first round of playoffs, which obviously I would have liked to go further than that. But yeah, it's a great country. My wife and my family and I, we had a good time there, and the food is obviously really good. But it's not a level I wanted to be at. It was more or less kind of like a stepping stone to get to here, and I'm very happy and very excited to be here now.
Yeah, I was about to ask about the level of Italy, and can you compare it to Finland?
No, I don't think you can. I mean, there's some teams that are much better than other teams. The teams that have more imports or more guys that have the Italian passport, those teams are definitely, in my opinion, much better than some of the lower level teams in that league, for sure. But I don't want to knock the league. It was good, great. Had a lot of fun, but I'm happy that that's then and this is now, and I'm very happy to be here.
So you came here to take the next step, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I'm of course I'm getting older, but it's still my dream to play in the NHL, and I believe that coming to Finland is only going to help me to develop to get there. And this is one of the top leagues in the world, and I've said it over and over. I'm very happy and excited to be able to have the opportunity to play in this league, and definitely here in Vaasan.
A lot of guys have been saying that this is probably the most similar style of hockey to the NHL in Europe. Is that true?
Well, obviously, I've only ever played in Italy. Sorry, excuse me. But that's what I've heard as well. And just playing in those last 5 games, I would have to agree. It's I've only played preseason games in the NHL, but I've played games in the American Hockey League, and it's definitely comparable to that, if not higher level than that. But it's the speed, the physicality, and how skilled everybody is on every line, whether it be the first line or the fourth line. They're all very skilled, and definitely comparable to the NHL for sure.
Are there any familiar faces in the team?
Yeah, definitely. I played with Mike Brennan. I think it was 2011, and for the Lake Erie Monsters. So it's awesome for me, and I think even better for my wife that him and his family are here. His wife and mine get along quite well, and we both have daughters, and so that's nice. And obviously me coming in at the end of last season, I was able to meet everybody, so that's made it even easier for myself to feel more comfortable around the guys as well.
How's the feel around the team?
Yeah, I think it's great. I think everybody seems to get along pretty well. Guys are always smiling and having a good time in the locker room. But once we get out on the ice, it's business, and it's time to focus and get better. And I think everybody's got a common goal, and that's to make playoffs this year and go and win a championship.
What are your individual goals for this season and maybe even beyond?
Individually, I just want to, obviously, you see from my stats last season, I'm offensive, but in the end, I'm a defenseman, and so it's my job to keep pucks out of our net, and that's my number one priority. And I think anything outside of that offensively is just a bonus. But like I said, it's my goal to play in the NHL, and I'm different mentally than I was when I first started playing professionally, and I'm just hoping that I can get there, and I'm just going to work my hardest to make that dream a reality.
Any words for the supporters? You got a glimpse of them at Kokkola at the first preseason game. Yeah. Any words for them?
No, it was awesome. I was surprised that we had so many fans that came out, and I appreciate that. I know all the guys on the team appreciate seeing the Red Army flags or whatever they were waving, and we appreciate that, and we just want you guys to be as loud as ever, and we're gonna do our best to give you guys victories here at home and definitely victories on the road as well.
Thanks, Jake, and good luck for the season.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.